Okay, so jump down right here. You should always be safe. There's a pedal right in front of you, so you're going to want to be careful of that and turn your herb tracking on. Sometimes there's a few herbs right here. There's always a pack. That pat's right here. You can get around them. And then there's a pack also that pat's where we're running right now, but if you make it in time. Honestly, you'll probably die in this room a couple times before you figure out like when everything pats, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. There's like these warpwood pods all over the place. Sometimes they spawn a bunch of little ads you can kill to recollect your soul shards. There's also a book sometimes right here, right? Oh, there's sometimes a book like right here where I'm standing, so you want to check that every time. Always put on your detect invisibility, because there's two invisible satyrs, and one of them pats like right here. So if we see it, we'll mind control it and use it to fight the other one. It's like we got through. There it is. So a couple of ways you can wipe in here is by your mind control breaking early. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Hopefully it doesn't, but we're just gonna put him on passive and stay, so he stays there for the fight. I like to kill the first boss without killing any ads if I can. That would be ideal. Just saves time. I get to the rich thorium faster. I don't know if I'm sure you've seen this done before, but you're just going to jump up and down from this ledge. You just can't go too far. Because of the imps that we're leaving up. At 50%, he spawns 2 ads. And if he gets too close, just make sure he's on the top before you jump down. Always LOS his casts. It's easier to juggle him when he's on the top. Oh shit. Yep, so you got hit. And we pulled an ad. I'm going to banish this one. Yeah, so if you get caught by the cast, it knocks you around, and apparently, I guess it knocks people around you too. I've never done this with anybody, so I didn't know it would knock me. But that's fine. We'll reset. There is going to be padding satyrs over here, so we may get those. So yeah, always want to LOS cast. It's going to be really important to LOS on the next boss, but this one, like you just saw, he can push you into other mobs. So it might be a little harder now because he's got his hydrolings out, but usually they die pretty quick. So I always like to focus the hydrolings first whenever they spawn. And once you do it enough, you can usually get a soul shard off of them. Yep, so LOS. Good. And now it's just an endurance thing, just juggling back and forth. He'll probably spawn more hydro spawns at 50%. I like to juggle him on this top floor. It's easier. Oh. Sometimes he gets around, that's fine. Just reset him. Got a death coil and health stone to help out if you need it. Alright, so we're going to get the Hydra spawns now. Unless, yep, there they are. Usually one corruption will kill them. And now it's easy. You just wait. And usually I try and get a soulstone off them too. Okay, you can leave the Hell Collar pack up if you want. They drop fell cloth, so you can kill it if you feel like it. Also, if you get unlucky, they can pull while you're jumping on and off. So usually I pull it. We'll pull it just so you can see how to do it. But you can wipe here if your Enslaved Demon gets resisted, you can wipe. But the idea is you have to Enslave Demon and spam your pet on passive. So as soon as the Enslaved Demon lands, the Hellcaller goes passive so he doesn't cast any spells. And then you have to run, he's going to run to you, so you want to run to him, so you'll meet each other in the middle. And then you manually cast his Hellfire, or Rain of Fire. I know that sounds like a lot, but this is what it looks like. So we're going to cast Enslaved Demon. I'm spamming passive, so as soon as I get him, he's going to be passive. I run to him, and then I manually cast his Rain of Fire. Once he gets a tick off, I like to put a couple of those around there. You also want to uncheck Fireball, so you can open the stream to see how I did that, but you just right-click it so that it's not glowing. And then if you did it fast enough, you should be able to get a second Rain of Fire off. And sometimes you can get some soul shards back here, especially when there's 2 Warlocks here. Okay, so we'll dismiss our pets. You can make a macro for that if you want. I'm going to whisper you my macro for dismissing pet. It makes it way easier than right-clicking. Here you go. There's macro to dismiss pets. This Warpwood pod could spawn ads. It did, yep. So anytime you run over there, yeah, all I care about is the rich thorium. So just so you're aware, I'm definitely taking the rich thorium veins while we're in here.
Yeah, I'm still 245 mining, so just a few away.
Okay. But yeah, you should be able to solo this, so I'm just here to show you what's up. He can drop books and other things too. So that can be nice. What did he drop? Grom's Blood. You'll find some Ghost Mushroom in here. That's really nice for us. Usually I just skip trash, but this is another place that satyrs. There's 2 satyrs here. One of them pat. Well, both of them pat. But if I see one, I'll mind control it and bring it up the ramp. There it is. Okay, so I'm not even gonna waste my time killing it. We're just gonna let the boss kill him. He can drop Fellcloth and other things, but occasionally there's a Ghost Mushroom back there. If you want to put your pet on passive, you can go get it. So ideally, let's see, when they come back, I'm going to end up pulling that Fell Asher, so I'm just going to do both of them at the same time. I'm going to dismiss my pet so he doesn't pull the Fell Asher. He broke Enslaved Demon, doesn't matter. Alright, so for this one, you're probably better off just staying behind this pillar the whole time. You really got to get used to, if you want to try, go ahead, but you're probably going to get sacrificed. Usually it's best to try and keep up Shadow Ward just in case. But the cast time's really fast. And that guy can slow you too. Yep, so there's a sacrifice. Yep, it's really fast. You also want to carry some low-level remove poisons, because if the wild spawn guy attacks you with this poison, he slows you, and if you get slowed trying to dodge the sacrifice, it's just cancer.
What you guys doing?
Learning him how to farm. Yep, so there we go. I got the slow. I removed it. We're doing dire mollies.
Good shit.
Showing him how to Dougie.
I was leveling my guy to 35, but I'm giving up.
Sacrifice. For alchemy?
Yeah. Just leveling's so fucking boring. I can't do it.
Yes, it is.
So right now I'm gonna play some Overwatch, kill some players, and some real PvP.
What up, boys?
Hello. Hello, hello. Alright, now to the fun part.
Uh-oh. Can't hear anybody.
I'm right here.
Ripperoni. So now we go cross our fingers and hope
Hello?
to get a rich thorium. Or a arcane crystal. Hi. Yep, we can mind control and that works.
Nothing. Man, I don't hear shit.
If you drag him all the way through the gauntlet, we can, or through this
There we go.
this room, we can fear him in the next hall. Usually that's the easiest place to kill these guys. Actually, you can also fear him in this room because he doesn't have any like mobs. So like, just go ahead and drop him, and I'll fear him, or we can both fear him.
Hey, Leanne.
And it doesn't matter where
What's
he goes
up?
in this room because he's not going to
How
pull
y'all
anything.
doing?
There's no other
I'm
satyrs.
doing well. I got my epic mount on my priest now.
All right.
Now I can finally be done with farming.
Thank God.
Yep. Now I can actually play another game.
Yeah,
Usually,
I've got to fly back down and hit those dudes in Blasted Lands for 2 more points so I can go kill the fucking demons.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
there's a lot of dream foil in this room. Some of it, most of it you can get, some of it you can't. I think there's a ground split over there I should be able to get.
Dude, I'm having
Grom's
some
blood's about to go way up.
frost blood.
Do you need Grom's blood to level your alchemy, Blue?
Yeah, I could use it.
It will level your alchemy. Yeah, it probably would. I don't remember if this is one of the ones you can get or not. I don't think it is. I think you're gonna aggro that mob, so usually I just skip it. Because if you try and fear one of these flowers, they're gonna pull the whole damn room. Are you high enough to farm dream or to pick dream foil?
Yep, I'm 284.
284. Okay. So if you want to pick that dream foil to level, it's fine. But I'd prefer to take all the stuff out of this run since I'm just showing you how to do it. You might pull those later.
You better call him Sensei now, Blue.
Hey, he's got some knowledge.
There's another
dropping that knowledge on
there's
me.
another pack. You're gonna pull a pack. Just make sure and run. There you go. You gotta wait till they're both gone. You're dead, Warlock. Goodbye. If you get these things called Thornling Seeds, you might be able to live, but that's okay. Just run back and we'll go do the last boss. Like I said, you're going to die in this room a lot until you get comfortable. Knowing how the pats move and where all the extra mobs are.
I miss playing Overwatch. This is a good game.
I just started on a Wrath server, Frosthold. So when I'm not playing WoW, I'm playing Wrath. Sad. Alright, I'll wait for you at the drop down point so you know where to go.
So my mother calls and she's like, "You better be dressed and spiffy for my birthday dinner." I'm like, "Ah, shit.
Oh my.
It's gonna go with my friends for game night." But alright.
Not anymore.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. So you have to talk to that big tree back there to open this door. I don't know if you saw me do that or not, but after you kill those first two bosses we did, you can talk to the tree. You may pull this pat, you may want to back up, I'm not sure if you'll beat it. Rip. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna die a lot in this room until you learn the pats.
Yep, and they go fast.
Yep, they're not very forgiving.
They were slower on private servers, I think.
I believe that.
Oh, you got a text.
Nope, just read it. My social circle knows not to bother me. I'm playing games. Leave me alone.
Damn right. Put that shit on
D&D.
away. Mhm.
Occupado.
Occupado? See.
Blue, after I show you where these spots are to reset this last boss, I'll do a couple solo runs for you on the stream so you can see what it looks like when you're in here by yourself. Because it usually doesn't kill the bosses die slower. And you can see me dodging pats and stuff. I can show you with my mouse where things come through. But the biggest thing you'll take away from this run is how to reset this last boss. Because it's not in a lot of the YouTube videos. Everyone's trying to use invis pots and stuff, and it's a waste of time. You don't need it. It's a waste of gold. Oh, yeah. That was a good time. So you're going to need, for this method, if you don't want to use consumes, you're going to need either this is pretty easy to get, or the Skull of Impending Doom is honestly better, because the cooldown's lower, and I think it's a faster move speed. So I would do that quest with you, because I still actually have to farm it. So if you wanted to do that at some point, I would totally do it with you. I think we have to go into a dungeon, so we'd probably do it. But alright, so there's, in this room, there's pats of Warpwood Crushers. I think there's just one that walks around, so you just want to make sure that he's not padding when you run in here. And we're going to jump down into our spot, just like every other person on YouTube does. So you jump up from this ledge, and this ledge is the way that we reset also, right? It's going to be all the way, the reset is down here. But if you're up on this little purple raised edge, nothing will attack you as long as you've got a little range on it. So the idea is after we get the boss to 50%, we run out and we jump on the ledge right in front of us where that pad is walking. And then we run up here to reset. So we can reset aggro completely on this edge. And then I'll show you how we remove the imps when that time comes. But to get into position for the boss, we jump down on this pillar. Then you want to run off this way, and you can eat to full or bandage or whatever. Eating's cheaper. And you may have seen this already on YouTube videos, but the way that you juggle the boss is on this ledge down to this rock. So you have to jump from the rock to the ledge. It can kind of be tough sometimes, but as long as you strafe, you should be okay. Oh shit. Okay, so we pulled him. So when he's in this form, this is the dangerous form. You want to try and stay as far away from possible. Or as far away as possible, because he can cast 2 debuffs on you that are really nasty. When he's the tree and the wolf, he's much easier to deal with. Just don't let the wolf melee you, because he's got a really nasty bleed effect. Okay, so he's back in his human form, or satyr form. So we're just going to constantly run back and forth and not allow, just keep him at max range basically. because he's got, okay, now he's back in wolf form, so he's safe to juggle. When he starts getting closer to 50%, that's when we're going to set him up. Okay, satyr form, max range. So Wither, he cast Wither. He didn't get it off on me because I was at max range. So that's what we're trying to avoid. All right, he's at 56%, so we want to keep him on this high ledge. We're going to let him run all the way over to us. At 50%, that's when the ads come out. So at this point, you would hit your nifty stopwatch. We're going to try and see if we can do it without any speed buffs. You're going to have to come over here or else you're going to die, by the way. Yep, so didn't use a speed buff, was able to reset. Got all the way out here. And totally reset the encounter. Didn't use any potions, didn't even use my stopwatch. Just clean. Here, I'm just going to have you, there's no sense in you running back. I'm just going to send you my stream link so you can watch me do this last part.
Man, I can't even farm fucking weapon skill. There's fucking bunch of allies over here. God damn it.
So open that up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alliance ruin everything.
I wish I was Alliance. Not joking. They're awesome.
Take it back. Blue, let me know when you've got it up.
If you want to be Alliance, why don't you go play Alliance?
I got it.
Okay.
Not leveling a character again. Fuck that.
So once you reset, you have to wait for all the imps to run out of the cave. You see where my mouse is? I'm pointing over to where the imps run out. Once you feel like they're all out, we have to pull them away from that opening so that we can jump down there to the rich thorium without dying. So while you're on this edge, I like to pull this mob right here, Death Lasher, jump off. You can see all the imps down there running up towards me. So I'm just going to run all the way up to the top while I'm off of my reset edge. I'm going to wait for them to get... Oh, shit. Okay, we're going to have to reset. So that one Pat, if he is up here when you're resetting, he is going to mess up your reset, so you have to just reset everything and wait for him to pat away and do it again. I've learned that the hard way. So after you set up on here long enough, everything's going to reset, go back to where it was. That Pat's going to move away, and we'll do it again. Because what happens is he doesn't reset, but everything else does, and so he aggroes and runs all the way down to the cave and pulls everything. So anyway, still waiting on our guys to reset. We have to move far enough away so they can. Okay, we're good. All the imps are in position so that when we pull this Death Lash, they should all follow. To jump off, all the imps are interested, they're running up to you. We're going to get to the top of our runway here and we're just going to wait for them to get to us. So this creates separation between the ads and the tunnel for the reset time. Right when they get up here, you want to jump up on the reset edge. You're going to run over just past this crack. And you're going to watch your combat. So when our combat drops right there, we're going to run straight off onto that purple edge on the bottom. As soon as our combat drops. There it is. It drops. Run to the purple edge and run inside the cave. Now you harvest your ore. That's it, man. It's the whole run. Just do it again solo and see if there's anything that changes. Just pray that you get an arcane crystal. There's always 2 nodes in here. Sometimes there's 3 if you get lucky. There's 3 this run. Cool. All right, man. Good luck with your mining. I'll leave the stream up for one more run. So we can. Actually, I'm just gonna end this stream and start a new one so we can have a solo run in there.